Hi, everybody. Mr. Conover here. Obviously, I'm not in class today. I am helping the principals with an interview process for a new computer lab aide. So, Mrs. Barber's here. Please give her your full attention and don't give her any trouble. It's pretty much going to be a work day today, but I want to go through a few things with you first. Okay. First of all, the weekly assignment sheet is here. Please take time to take a look at it and see what we have due this week. The first most important thing, well, of course, grades are going to be due by the end of the week, so please get any back work that you have. I'm going to print a grade sheet for everybody. Mrs. Barber is going to pass it out to all of you. And if you have anything, circle the grades, get them back to Mrs. Barber, and I'll come collect them at the end of the day, and I will double check those things. If you want to leave me a little note about what that particular assignment is, if I missed something or something's not right or you made something up, please don't take it personally, but of course, circle it right on the grade sheet and pass it right back to Mrs. Barber, and I'll collect it, as I said, at the end of the day. The other important thing is tonight at 11:59 p.m., by that time, you must submit your final draft of the Hair Raising Tales article. It is due today. The first, one other thing that I want to point out that's going to be due, we have a quiz tomorrow on flowers for Algernon. It is in the Green Literature book. It is also in Classroom, and it is right here as well. I uploaded a copy on the computer in case you forget your book. With this, there is a study guide that you're collecting when you come in the room, okay? And this study guide will be something that is going to be due next Monday. So on that study guide, you should write your name and write due 11/23, Monday 11/23. Do that right now. Your name and write 11/23. Also due this week, there's a little article called The Natural. And what I'm going to have you do on this is write your name. And I'd like you to write due Wednesday. Due Wednesday, this Wednesday. And what you do is you read the article, and where it says make an inference about the title, make an inference about the subtitle, ask questions, make connections, state why this is important. Okay, any of these things you're going to write in the margins right here, either questions or inferences or any of those things. Okay, so please do that. And that will be due on Wednesday, as we said. Make sure we make a note of it. All right. Last but not least, before you start working today, I would like you to take this document, the Hair Raising Tales Peer Editing Checklist. I would like you to find a person next to you. I would like you to write that person's name right there and exchange these with you, or you keep this, and you're going to share, of course, by clicking here, the share button, going over and putting the last four letters of that person's name and then clicking on it and sharing it with that person. Then you're going to read your person's essay, and you're going to handwrite in there, box here. You're going to write those things, yes and no, yes and no. Did the writer do this? Did the writer do that? You're going to then, when it's all filled out, give it back to that partner of yours, and then they will make the changes to submit their final draft. A couple quick things. For some reason, if you are having trouble sharing with somebody and making edits and changes and comments and whatever it may be, unsubmit it if you've already submitted it. You can't share something and comment on something if it's already been submitted. So unsubmit, make your changes, and based on the feedback on this document, and then resubmit. Okay. Of course, give that whoever your writer's name is, whoever your partner is, give that checklist to them so they can see their feedback, of course, and make those final changes. Okay, and then you have the rest of the period to make sure that you are working on your essay and finishing it by 11:59 tonight. It will be due. Use this checklist. This checklist will be very important to make sure you did all these things. If you did all these things, you're going to get a great grade. Okay, so just to review. Reading, study guide due next Monday. Reading the article, making notes in the margin due Wednesday. Peer editing checklist in class today. Get it back to the other person. They'll give you yours, and then of course make your changes to your final draft and click submit by 11:59 tonight. Okay. All right, and if any other thing, you can always email me or take a look through the weekly assignment sheet that has everything here. Don't forget, quiz tomorrow, flowers for Algernon, okay? Those study guide questions may be helpful, so you may want to fill it out as you go, even though it's not due until next Monday. They may be helpful for understanding what's going on in the story. All right, we'll see you tomorrow.